Hello Taurus, Elsie here to give you a bonus read. How are you, my bull gang? Thank you so much for showing up here. I appreciate you. Let's find out what's going on, Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Taurus, I do these readings, and I always give you the spiel at the beginning that I'm looking at energy for the current or the future energy. Not going back there, but we all know what way we're headed. And that is, we're in the Mercury retrograde shadow, right? So that sometimes, not all the time, means that there's a resurfacing of exes or past lovers or people who you've fallen out with that are actually just trying to bring things full circle and heal things so they can carry on with their life. It's not always necessarily for them to come back because they want to date you again. Sometimes it's just to have closure. And so that's what's going on. I feel like that with it being in Leo, that some people will be going through breakups, some people going through a little bit of drama, and it will be about the resurfacing of exes, past lovers for some of you. Let's find out what's going on for Taurus. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me about Taurus. We've got peace, declutter. And we've got patience. It says peace and contentment are coming to you. Let go of old items. Create new sacred spaces for yourself. And patience is saying manifestations are on the way. So if you have been manifesting something specific, I feel like with a little bit of patience, the P word, right? A little bit of patience that something is on its way for you. But I think until then, you're supposed to be concentrating on being peaceful. And so it does say here declutter, and for me it's decluttering of the mind as well. It does say to let go of old items, create new sacred spaces for yourself, but it's not always physical. It can be mental as well. Tell me what else we need to know about Taurus. We have ascending the mountain. Keep going forward. Crossing bridges. It's time for healing, connecting, mending, and releasing. I really feel like I'm talking to somebody who still feels or is hopeful that somebody might be coming from the past. And I mean, it is what it is, right? It says here, it's asking you to ascend the mountain. And even though it's hard to keep moving forward without the person that you want to be with, that you're being asked to continue to move forward, to keep moving forward on the path, even though it's hard to climb some of those mountains on your own. I feel like with these crossing bridges here, that sometimes you feel like you're in the dark and doing it all by yourself, but this is for a purpose. It feels like it's for the purpose of healing. It's for the purpose of for you to connect back to yourself and to mend and to release. We do have the mystic healer. It might be for the purpose of turning you into the mystic healer. It feels like with this rest, it says listen to your body, mentally, physically unwind. I feel like this is the peace, the patience that you're supposed to be in until whatever you want shows up for you. All right. Tell me more about Taurus. Tell me about Taurus, please. What else do we need to know about Taurus? What else do we need to know about Taurus? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Got the Ten of Cups. We've got the Angel of the Night. This is the deck that is Angel of the Night Tarot. The Angel of the Night in this card, this is the only deck that it comes in, but it isn't a depiction. When the Angel of the Night shows up, it's telling you that your darkest or hardest cycle is over, which is interesting because this person's wandering about in the dark. So I feel like something is about to come to light. You're about to see something here, Taurus, that is going to materialize for you in the 3D. That was maybe in the dream state, because we've got Pisces here with the Ten of Cups. Maybe it was in the dream state, something you've been dreaming about, hoping about, feeling very excited about or happy about. I feel like the Ten of Cups is telling me that you're coming out of this dark night of the soul, or this hard, heavy, dark cycle you've been in. And I want to feel like it's the Ten of Cups makes me feel like it's lighter. Like the Ten of Cups I can see that there's light coming in here, right? So it feels like it's lighter, or you're happier. And something here, I feel that you needed to go through this, and this may be the delay. like a lot of people are not willing to look at themselves. They're still busy pointing at other people. So I think that you were brave enough to go in and look at yourself and realize it would cause delays, but you're patient. And I feel like that's what this decluttering is about, that you were decluttering the mind, decluttering your home, cleaning up and moving into the present moment from the past. It's all about sort of digging into what is underneath, what we can't see, and clearing all of that out so we can go into the next cycle feeling a little bit lighter. We have the World card. I like that. It's telling me that you've closed down a chapter and said, you know what, I'm not going back, because it's the World card. And with the World card, it's all fixed energy. Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, Leo, you could have been dealing with someone in that energy. But this World card essentially tells us, because the fixed signs, right, as you know, because depending on where Taurus shows up for you, the fixed signs are not going back. I'm making this decision, and this is the final decision, and I am not going back. Once Taurus makes a decision, Taurus doesn't go back. And that's usually for those of you who are Taurus sun or moon. For the rising people, it could be a little bit different for you. But the Ace of Cups is here, and so I feel like you're closing some sort of a chapter of a dark night of the soul, and it's time for you to carry on. And I feel like you're carrying on with the love for the self, but you're really at the beginning of things. You're now ready to open your heart to something. The Mystic Healer is here. Healing energy flows through you, which I feel is telling me this energy here is helping you be ready for something new to materialize. Whatever love you have found within the self, to materialize that in the 3D here. And then we have the Devil energy. So it does feel like you are releasing old attachments. You're releasing doubt. You're releasing fear. You've decided that it's just time to move forward to love yourself. So in order to love yourself, in order to love others, you have to learn how to love yourself first. Tell me about this Angel of the Night. Tell me about this Dark Night of the Soul. We've got the 9 of Wands. We've got the 6 of Swords. And we've got the Temperance card. That's really a beautiful lineup here, because we do have the 9 of Wands, which is your hitting the ground, right? It's your burnout stage. It's I'm exhausted from being resilient, carrying all of the pressures of life and the world and whatever happened to me in the past, which doesn't have to do anything with romantic stuff. It just is life in general. We've got the 6 of Swords, which tells me a beautiful story of you finally finding peace, right? That's what this is here. So you're finally finding peace, and it says peace and contentment are coming to you, and I feel it's because you decided to get in the boat and go. And the place that you're leaving was very chaotic in the mind and feeling very burnt out, feeling like you've hit rock bottom almost. And I feel like you were in this place of the dark night of the soul trying to find your light, and I feel like you finally do, because Temperance is here, and that's the healing energy. It's the moment of alchemy, right? But the healing energy is the Mystic Healer, and I feel it's really beautiful because you've leveled up. You've leveled yourself up by finally letting go of the darkness. I feel like you stopped looking at what was wrong and you started putting your focus on what you really want. And so I feel like that allowed you to release doubt, to release fear, all of that sort of energy. So you have closed some sort of chapter here, and I think you're doing it happily. I don't think you're sad to let it go. I feel like you're doing it happily, closing the door to whatever was in the past here. Tell me about this. We've got the Emperor, and the 3 of Pentacles, and the 9 of Cups. I feel like you're leaving an emperor in the past. I feel like there is somebody here who is not showing you or giving you what you needed. This person kept everything under control, everything under the surface. They wouldn't show you anything on the surface. We do have the 3 of Pentacles here. I feel as though you were only able to build it to a certain place with this person, which might be friendship. And I feel like you've decided it's got to stay there. And now I'm going to close the door because I can't be waiting around forever. The 9 of Cups is here. I think you're happy with your decision, because the World card is really about the milestone, right? It's the milestone. I'm finally making the decision. It's like an achievement. I feel like you're closing the door on this person who just, it's like this, like you couldn't get through their wall. This person was holding everything back, needed to be in control, needed to control the outcome, and I feel like you had enough of it here. So let's focus on what's in the future here, because it does feel like there is something beautiful coming up in the future here that you're materializing. Tell me what that is. This is good, fresh, loving energy. We've got the Six of Pentacles. We've got the Hermit energy. And we've got the Six of Cups. Well, this is kind of beautiful because I feel as though now that you deeply love yourself, now you can offer that kind of love to someone else. I really think you did the deep dive because the Hermit is here. And I feel like you found your spirituality, or you found that you went looking through the dark for a light, and you realized that you actually were the light. So you didn't ever have to go looking for it, that you just had to realize that you were the illumination. You were the light, and that's why people are attracted to you. So the Hermit energy, I feel, is your spiritual energy. The Six of Cups is you remembering who you are. So we don't come here to turn ourselves into someone. We come here to remember who we used to be and then build on that. So I feel like the Six of Cups is nostalgia. You're remembering your spirituality, you're remembering your light. And the Six of Pentacles is I'm not going to engage with people who are not going to give me what I deserve. People who don't see my worth aren't going to get my energy, because look, the Six of Pentacles isn't always even, right? Sometimes the Six of Pentacles is I give you and give you and give you, and you give me whatever you give me when you have the time to give it to me. So we have the Ace of Pentacles here, and I feel like you're looking for reciprocal energy, or you're looking to grow something or nurture something with someone here. And I feel like the only reason you can do that is because you've been through the dark night of the soul. We've got the Page of Swords in the reverse, we've got the Seven of Wands, and we've got the Judgment card. So I do feel like there is somebody here that was not honest with you. Somebody who is very immature in the way that they thought, in their actions. I feel like this person is still hiding. I think we're talking about this Emperor. I feel like this person is not able to show you their feelings on the surface, as per the King of Swords and the King of Cups. And we've got Judgment here. I really feel like the Emperor is going to give another shot. I think the Emperor is coming back around. I think you've got your boundaries up, though. And I don't think you trust this person. I think that you feel like if they were to come back around, that this would be an awfully toxic situation. We have the Eight of Wands, we have the Chariot, and the King of Wands. Guess who's coming to dinner? That's what it feels like. It feels like somebody here is about to ramp up their efforts, but I'm just going to say their feelings are still under the surface. We have the Chariot, which is Cancer energy. Cancer keeps their feelings tucked away until they're super duper sure that they want to share them. This person is going to pursue you, but I'm going to say in terms of them showing their feelings on the surface, not a whole lot has changed. However, the Chariot is quick moving energy, but is also victory. This person wants victory in chasing. I feel like this Emperor is somebody who loves the chase. That's the thing. So I think they are coming back around, and let's find out what the outcome is here. We have the King of Pentacles, we have the Queen of Cups, and we have the Five of Cups. Oh, very interesting. What's this? The Eight of Swords. Whoo, you're going to be up in your head, Taurus, because the King of Pentacles is, they're coming in solid. They're coming in with a solid offer, Taurus. A solid romantic offer or a solid emotional offer. This person, I think, is going to show you some of their feelings on the surface. They're going to be very kind, compassionate, and loving. They're going to mirror your energy, because I feel like that's who you are. Kind, compassionate, loving, of depth. But I feel like the Five of Cups is telling me here that it may be too little too late for some of you. This may be the regret for others of you. It may be that you regretted letting them go. The Eight of Swords here, I feel like you're unsure about whether you should try again or take them back. I feel like this is going to put you up in your head. You're going to be overthinking all of this. We've got the Nine of Swords. We've got the Five of Pentacles. Yeah, and the Three of Cups. Look, you left me out in the cold. You left me out in the cold without any explanation. I worried about you. I missed you. I was sad. The Nine of Swords. And the Five of Pentacles. You just cut me off. And then the Three of Cups, now you're back at my house. So we have the Two of Wands. You need to make a choice and take action. And I feel like for some of you, you're excited to see this person, but Queen of Pentacles, you're stable. I feel like you're like making the practical decision based on the stability you've already created. You've taken care of yourself. You've got your own money. You don't need the King of Pentacles. also the king and the queen are really good for each other. They mirror each other. So I feel like somebody's coming in a lot more stable, and I feel like they're going to tell you about their feelings. We do have the Eight of Pentacles here, though. I think that you've done so much work on yourself. You've been through the dark night of the soul, so I think you'll make the right decision. Some of you will try again, and some of you will not. And you can let me know in the comments if which team you are, the yay or the nay. I'm going to go for now, Taurus. Thank you so much for being here and watching. I appreciate you, my loves. I'm going to go for now, but I'll be back because I'm always back. Love you guys. Bye.